Every decision I make increases my wealth exponentially. I am deserving of billions, and I receive them now. My actions create constant prosperity. I attract billion-dollar ideas daily.
I attract billion-dollar ideas daily.
I am a visionary with limitless potential.
I'm a visionary with limitless potential.
Billions flow to me from multiple sources.
From multiple sources.
I am a powerhouse of innovation and wealth.
Powerhouse of innovation and wealth.
My mindset is tuned to attract financial abundance.
My mindset is tuned to attract financial abundance.
Every day, I build more wealth and influence.
Every day, I build more wealth and influence.
I am unstoppable in my pursuit of billions.
I am unstoppable in my pursuit of billions.
I embody success and prosperity.
Embody success and prosperity.
I'm committed to achieving financial greatness.
I'm committed to achieving financial greatness.
My wealth is a tool for positive change in the world.
Wealth is a tool for positive change in the world.
I manifest wealth and abundance effortlessly.
I manifest wealth and abundance effortlessly. All right, all right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome to This Is Not That, session 14. And I'm Ms. RGTG, and we're going to get started with the presentation. Yes, but first I want to put up some stuff. I want to share some things I want to share, because I want to share some things that I want to share. So with this, I want you to repeat this overnight, every day, every night, that I am so grateful. See, you got to give gratitude to God and the universe. So I am so grateful now that abundance comes to me easily and effortlessly on a consistent and daily basis. I want to let y'all know that, guess what? We are scouting. We're looking for people like you to join our cooperative collaboration in order to what? Build monthly potential of $10,000 plus, operate in a global territory, come with reoccurring commissions. We have NFT ownership or ownership in the bank through our NFT. We can earn passive residual income, extremely high earning potential, and we offer service at a price that everyone can afford. And I guess you're wondering how. Well, let me ask you this. What is your largest monthly bill? Now, we've discovered a way to eliminate that monthly expense better, cheaper, and faster. Now, what you want to ask, or what I'm asking you, is whenever this presentation or whenever you sign up, would you be able to hop on a Zoom so that we can help you learn how to build daily residual income? And a lot of people want to know how. Well, we teach you how to become your own bank, because it's a global cooperative that allows its members to become their very own bank, recapture interest on their loans, and beat hedge funds at their own game. So you might say, be your own bank. Well, how is that possible? I don't understand that. Well, we are a co-op, and our co-op is globally building the banks on the blockchain for its members. And one thing a cooperative is, it's a type of retail and commercial banking that organizes on a cooperative basis. Now, one thing about cooperative banks, they're owned and operated by its members. The goal of financial cooperative is to act on the behalf of a unified group to offer traditional banking services. Now, unlike other banks, where they are owned by the government or a private body like JP Morgan's, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, The customers are the owners of the cooperative bank. So once you become a member with Co-op B, guess what? Your membership will acquire an NFT. Once you acquire that NFT, then you will become an owner. So ask yourself, any financial institution that you became a member of, did they also offer you ownership or a seat at the table? You see, cooperative banks provide a huge range of financial services to its members, okay? So I like the short version as well. A cooperative bank is just a financial entity that provides retail and commercial banking solutions to serve and services to its clients. Now, other banks, cooperative banks are owned and controlled by its customers, by its members. So that's a cooperative bank. So now what I want you to show, or what I want to see you see we get a co-op NFT. Once we mint our co-op NFT, then we have now ownership in our very own co-op bank. And we could show you how to do that as well. So now I want to go ahead and just get started with the presentation. And let's go here. I want to get started by first welcoming you to building your own global cooperative bank. So what we have in our midst, we have a number one, a global cooperative bank that escalates residual cash flow, okay? We have a worldwide global bank leveraging AI and financial technology. Now, our solution is a reliable and sustainable ongoing residual cash flow with 100% mutual benefit. There is no gambling here, no selling. It's not a pyramid, a flower, a susu, or any of those other things. This is not that. There's no weekly or monthly task or quota. So once you achieve this month rank, you don't have to start over. In fact, there's no rank, but once you scale to this month level, you don't have to go back and redo it to scale again, okay? We're teaching you how to build your own global cooperative bank. We're not an investment platform, so there's absolutely zero gambling of your money. Our cooperative wallet employs AI, artificial intelligence, with the promise of blockchain and cooperative funding to create a private member-owned global bank. Remember, I showed you the definition of co-op bank. Co-op bank is a private member-owned global bank. This is on the blockchain by way of a minted NFT. So members can choose to withdraw their deposits on a daily basis. And we have a formula for that. If you take your income and divide it by 28, take your income and divide it by 28, you're going to see how much you're going to be making a day. Okay? And that's something that a lot of people weren't aware of. So before I really get into it, I want to give you this disclaimer that the information shared in this presentation is not to be considered as financial advice, nor to entice anyone of any guarantees or results. It's for educational and demonstrational purposes only. Now, members, we're not financial advisors, and we're merely sharing our personal experiences with this incredible project, okay? So now I want to just share with you some of the members of our cooperative, some of the members of our cooperative bank. And this is a way that you can see the different walks of life, the different people that are private member-owned global bankers. Yes, they're private. They have their very own private member co-op bank. They are owners by way of an NFT. So I just wanted you to see that they come from all race, all creed, all color, all background, even all religions. So you might have a question, well, can I be a member? Yes, you can. There's no stipulation. There's no quota. There's no criteria. The only thing you need to do is accept the $28 token and pay it forward to 3 other strategic partners who would want to do the same and duplicate their business just like you have duplicated yours. So this is where you will accept and give. That's all you do. 2 things, one time. Keep it simple. Accept and give. Accept and give. One more time for the Gipper. Accept and give. Once again, these are our private member bankers who have their very own global cooperative bank on the blockchain. So I want to start with the presentation. First, I want to start with this video here. Let's see here. Go up and then let's go down. Here we go. All right, so basically this is how it works. We get daily deposits. If you look at the deposits, this is from one of our co-op private member-owned bankers. You see the deposits. They're getting 20, 30, 40, even doing international transfers of $100. You see about approximately anywhere from $3 to $100 a day. They're withdrawing $4,000. There's a $500 a member-to-member transfer, which is an external transfer of $7,500 withdrawal. I think they even have here like a $10,000 withdrawal. So once your account is $50 or more, you can withdraw. There's a $10,000 withdrawal right there. So you can withdraw this on a daily basis once you receive $50 or more. Because let me tell you, here at Smarter Than Money, let me tell you the little known strategy that the smartest new millionaires are using to become their very own bank, recapture interest on loans, and even beat hedge funds at their own game. You see, we are a member-owned bank leveraging AI and financial technology. Once again, our solution is predictable and sustainable ongoing residual cash flow with 100% mutual benefit. We're offering a service at a price point that anyone can afford. We will receive needed funding without repayment. Let's see if Greg has something to say to us on this.
So let's go ahead and dive right into recapturing interest payments. This is very, very important. I want you to pull in. I'm going to give you an example, but you can apply your own numbers here as well. Okay. So here's our schedule. See, we have an exact science here, and failure is impossible for anyone that uses it. So we can literally show anyone that has $2,000 worth of interest that they're paying. We can show you how to cover that in 6 weeks. $5,000 worth of interest payments, 7 weeks, $10,000, 8 weeks, $20,000 or more in 9 weeks. Once again, it's an exact science, and failure is impossible for anyone that uses it.
Thank you, Greg. Greg can tell us more. So make sure you join us. And even if you don't join as a member yet, at least get back with your enroller, and that your enroller can set you up on a free account and get you some information that way. And then you could actually see how we're leveraging AI technology, how we're recapturing our loan payments and our loan interest, and how we are building our very own global cooperative bank right there on the blockchain. And one way I want to show you how we're doing it with digital wallets. Now, what you may not know, or you may have heard, that digital wallets represent a 4 trillion, that's trillion with the T, dollar opportunity right there in your pocket. You see, we believe Venmo, Cash App, and venture funding startups are likely to append traditional banking by activating the mobile phones, which are your bank branches, right there in your pocketbooks, pockets, backpacks, handbags, what have you. You know why? Because today digital wallets are beginning to penetrate the full traditional financial services stack. That includes brokerage and lending. So digital wallets could serve as lead generational platforms for commercial activity beyond financial products like IRAs, 401ks, mutual funds. This digital wallets will supersede that. And the reason why, because we're not an investment platform. So there's absolutely zero gambling of your money. Remember, as I said previously, we have co-op wallets that employs AI, artificial intelligence. This is the promise of blockchain and cooperative funding to create that private member-owned global bank. And remember, you saw it. Members can withdraw their deposits on a daily basis if they choose to no hold. Now, you don't have to believe me. I'm going to play this short testimonial. And these are two ladies who have been doing it. One for a shorter period of time than the other, and the other, which is a longer period of time. So let's see what they have to say.
After week about this BYO bank thing, but you know what? Documentation beats conversation. So I'm going to show you something. But I want you to keep in mind that if you are in a business opportunity right now and you've been in it for a minute and it's been 6 months, 8 months, a year, and you're not receiving daily deposits into your bank account, or your residual isn't at least $500 a month to $1,000, what are you doing? I've been in this for 6 weeks, you guys, and wow, let me just show you. Do you see these? Last night I got a drop. I call it a drip. A deposit drip of $49. The day before, $37. Day before that, $21. Day before that, $10, $17. That's a debit right there. That's my monthly fee, or I should say my deposit, that keeps me in business. But before that, $19, $11, $18, $6. I mean, you guys, look at these deposits. They come in every day. And what I want you to know about these deposits is every time I get a deposit into my account, 10 people above me get deposits into their account as well. This thing right here is unbelievable, and what I've been looking for years and years. So you guys, put your pride aside, okay? I don't care what you're building. If you're not receiving daily deposits into your bank account, again, what are you doing? Because we do 2 things one time, and that's all we have to ever do. And this money is going to keep coming and keep coming and keep coming.
I just wanted to confirm the young woman's testimony that you played, where she talks about, getting a drip every day. And I just want to confirm that to say that I joined the co-op umbrella in January of 2021, you guys. And I have received a deposit in my co-op wallet every day since January of 2021, save maybe 3 or 4 days at most. And the thing about it is, what's so amazing about this, I'm amazed by that, first of all. And what's so amazing about this is that you really do not know where the money is coming from. I mean, I can't track that money at all. All I know is that I've received these deposits every day. And I think that what was so powerful also about our cooperative is the education that we get. You guys just don't know. If you're new to this, the education we get is second to none. Tony Robbins have nothing on what we get, truly, every day about everything. So I just want to encourage people to just go for it. The money is there. You can get whatever money you want. It's there. And definitely going to see everybody over the top.
All right, so we're going to see everybody over the top, but what I want to do,
I should say my deposit.
Here, and let's see if we can see the different drops she's getting. So we're here at the 55.75. So let's say you're making, I want to say you're making, let's do 2,000 a month. Okay. So if you're making 2,000 a month, and we want to divide that by 28. All right. So we got 2,000 divided by 28, and I'm gonna cheat and pull up my calendar, my calculator here. So we got 2,000 divided by 28. And I wanna get here. I wanna close this. And then I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna clear this. All right. Well, I guess I'll have to do another calculator. Hold on. So let's go and get this calculator here. All right, so my calculator shut down, so now I have to go get another calculator. And all right, let's get a calculator. Calculator, where are you? All right. All right, let's see here. All right, here we go. Where's my calculator? Apparently not. All right, so let's let's do this over here. I'm going back to it. All right. So, oh, here we go. So y'all type it in the chat. If y'all got the answer, I can't see the answer, but y'all go ahead and type that in the chat, and I'm going to do it here on my calculator up here. And we're going to get the answer here. So let's say you're doing $2,000 a month in your income, and we're going to divide that by 28. That's going to give you $71.42. So that's going to give you $71. $71 and 40, you can say 40 is 42.8. 42.8. So if you look at here, that's almost a $2,000 a month in income. So we just do what your monthly income is, do that, and then divide it by 28. And that's going to give you what you're needing on a daily basis. So let's go forward and let's see. I'm going to come back to that because we are a funnel. We're not a pyramid. A pyramid is not us. We are funnel. If you look at this design, no one success is left to chance. We're decentralized peer-to-peer from the bottom up. So we make a funnel, and a pyramid is from the top down, like your CEO, your manager, your workers. Okay. So what I want to show you now is that I'm going to show you that once you get your 3 people, you're going to get $35. Once you help your 3 get 3, they're going to get 35, and that's going to scale you to 47, and so on and so forth. But I'm going to let Greg actually do this because he actually does a little bit better than I am. So Greg, if you would please give us a demonstration. I think this is it. And Greg's going to let us know how this 28-day work.
Let me go ahead and break this thing down for you guys, and I'm gonna show you guys a game plan, all the gas. So really pay attention. This thing is really as simple as getting on an escalator. I'm sure many of you have been on an escalator before. You got to at least get on it, right? And then the automation, all right, that's been programmed takes you up. So who needs stairs when you have an escalator financially? So let me show you how this works. So week 1, what you're going to simply do is you're going to simply accept a $28 activation token from your inviter. So once again, you would not have been invited here if they want to give that to you. Don't block your blessing or their blessing, okay? They want to get wealthy with you. And then you're going to also buy 3 $28 tokens yourself for a one-time out-of-pocket of about $125. That includes blockchain fees and things of that nature. and you're going to simply assign one $28 token to 3 strategic partners yourself during your first 7 days or less, one time ever, who are also going to do the exact same thing one time ever. Now, when you go ahead and activate those 3 co-op wallets, you're going to receive $35. Remember that 35.25 I asked you guys to write down? That's the magic number. I showed you guys in the demonstration proof, measurable proof. That's how it works. All right. That will be directly deposited into your co-op wallet. Now, there's a $28 membership fee attached to this. All right. It's called a subscription. And so we are a subscription model, and that's what's ingenious. This is how we're able to generate the reoccurring residual deposits in our member-owned cooperative bank on a global basis. And every time that $28 is paid, 10 people see a micro residual deposit, ladies and gentlemen, over and over and over again. So last time I did math, though, $35 is more than 28. So you instantly cover your subscription, all right, within your first week or so. And now everything after that is pure cash flow profit. Make sense so far? So let's go ahead and break this down. So you've accepted a $20 token, you got your 3 activation tokens, and you go ahead and you give it forward to 3 people and get them started yourself. When you do that, you're going to receive that $35.25 directly deposited into your co-op wallet account. Once again, everything in red is a one-time execution, but you're going to see your cash flow, your green, continue to go up independent of your involvement. Okay, so let's go to week number 2 that you've been involved. Your 3 strategic partners, it's their first week. They're going to do the exact same 2 steps. How many times? Just one time. They're going to receive $35 just as you did. But when that happened, instantaneously, you and 8 other people saw an increase in your residual cash flow. It took you up to $47 independent of your involvement. I want to really help the guests. This right here, when I saw this, this is when I was like, oh, this is done. This is overcooked done, all right? Because the question is, how did you go from 35 to 47 and receive a $12 increase in your residual cash flow? Can you say without your own effort? It was independent of your involvement. Let me tell you something that I know about how wealthy people think. See, if you have any hopes of generating unlimited wealth in your life or your family's life, you gotta find a way to disengage your time specifically from your income generation, because we all only have 24 hours in a day. Does that make sense? So the difference between someone that makes $50,000 a year and someone that makes $5 million is this right here. It's called leverage, ladies and gentlemen. And this is mutually beneficial. Make sense? So now let's go to week number 3 that you've been involved, but you haven't done anything since your first week. It's these strategic partners' first week. They activate 3 co-op wallets how many times? One time. When they do, predictably, they're going to receive $35 just as you and your strategic partners did, right? But when that happened, your strategic partners went up to 47, just like you did the week before, and it took you up to $96 in unavoidable residual cash flow, right? Now, because this $28 subscription, I want you guys to understand this, the $28 monthly subscription is every 28 days. So because of that, you're talking about now being able to receive that up to 13 times a year, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to week number 4, a month that you've been involved, but you haven't done anything since your first week. It's these strategic partners' first week. They activate 3 accounts one time. When that happened, everyone escalated up on the escalator, right? You're now up to $258 in unavoidable residual cash flow that you can receive up to 13 times a year. Think about that. Let's go to week number 5 that you've been involved, but you haven't done anything since your first week. It's these strategic partners' first week. They're going to activate 3 co-op wallets one time. When they do that, they receive $35, just as everyone has done. The story is the story. It doesn't matter your religious persuasion. It has nothing to do with seniority. It has nothing to do with your grade point average. It has nothing to do with acronyms next to your name, your skin color, your age. None of that matters. It behaves the exact same way for everyone. And when they receive that $35, everyone got escalated up independent of their involvement. You're now up to $987 in unavoidable residual cash flow that you can receive up to 13 times a year. I want you guys to think about 5 weeks in. You've already given yourself, all right, a $13,000 annual pay raise. I mean, what could you do with an extra $1,000 5 weeks from today? 2 car payments, maybe, and insurance, or a really nice car payment and insurance, that dream vacation that you've always wanted. I mean, just think about it. An extra $1,000 could help anyone's situation, and knowing that you're going to get it next month and then some potentially, right? Let's go to week number 6 that you've been involved, but you haven't done anything since your first week. It's these strategic partners' first week. They're going to activate 3 accounts. How many times? 1 time. Basic information, assign a token. When that happened, that escalated everyone's residual cash flow. You're now up to receiving $2,360 up to 13 times a year, right? 6 weeks in. Now, I live here in Ohio right now. I'm originally from New York City, where the cost of living is sky high, right? For anyone that's on the East Coast or West Coast, we know what the cost of living is like, right? Well, in Ohio, $2,360 can cover a lot of people's mortgage payment. Can you imagine being able to help 3 of your closest friends recapture the interest that they're paying on mortgages for the next 25 to 30 years, right? Freeing up $2,360 that was going to mortgage payment. Now they're able to reallocate that money to do something else with. 6 weeks in. Folks, this is a mind blower, okay? Let's go to week number 7 that you've been involved. But check this out. You haven't done anything since your first week. Neither have your strategic partners. They haven't done anything since their first week. Neither have these strategic partners. Neither have these strategic partners. Neither have these strategic partners or these strategic partners. They haven't done anything since their first week, but their residual cash flow continues to grow. It's these strategic partners' first week. They activate 3 core wallet accounts. When that happened, bam, everyone escalated up on the income escalator again. You're now up to $5,242 in unavoidable residual cash flow. I don't know about you guys, but every time I say unavoidable, I get excited. That turns me on. I don't know about you, but who doesn't want unavoidable? Meaning you cannot get out of the way of the money if you wanted to, based on a one-time execution of 2 simple steps that a teenager can do, and you're building your own bank. Now, $5,242, okay, residually, that is more, according to the U.S. Labor Statistics Bureau, that is more than the average income of average Americans. So for many of you on the line, we've already surpassed your monthly income that you're slaving away trading hours for dollars, 40, 50, 60 hours a week. 7 weeks in, we've already got you covered. I want you guys to think about how powerful that is, right? Let's go to week number 8 that you've been involved, but you haven't done anything, remember, since your first week. It's these strategic partners' first week. They activate 3 co-op wallets. When that happens, they receive 35, but it also escalated everyone's residual cash flow up. You're now up to $13,423 every 28 days, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you guys noticing a pattern here? That your strategic partners are just 1 week behind you in unavoidable residual cash flow that's predictable. Their strategic partners are just 1 week behind them on the escalator. Their strategic partners are just 1 week behind them in residual cash flow. So are their strategic partners and their strategic partners. This is mutually beneficial, you guys. Let's go to week number 9 that you've been involved. You haven't done anything since your first week. These strategic partners' first week. They activate 3 accounts by putting in some basic information, assigning a token, and the people turn around and do the exact same thing. Bam, when they do that, you're now up to $48,298 in unavoidable residual cash flow that you're able to receive up to 13 times a year. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an exact science. And what I love about an exact science is that failure is impossible for anyone that uses the exact science. It's like gravity. It doesn't matter if you're an evil person or a good person, right? If you jump off the Empire State Building, the result is going to be the same for everybody. It's the same thing here by everyone completing the 2 simple steps one time and teaching duplication of people doing it one time. But now you're receiving unavoidable residual deposits. You're waking up when you get through sleeping, going to the gym, going to the store and buying stuff, going on vacation, and all you're doing is refreshing, all right, your back office to see your deposits growing throughout the day because you don't know where the money's coming from. Make sense? Let's go to week number 10 that you've been involved 10 weeks, but you haven't done anything since your first week. It's these strategic partners' first week. They activate 3 accounts, they receive $35. When that happened, bam, up to over $193,000 in unavoidable residual cash flow that you can receive up to 13 times a year. Now, what makes this so unique versus other deals that you may have looked at and been associated with, okay, because this is the cooperative age that we're ushering in, is that this is a bottom-up deal. It's not a top-down pyramid deal like corporate America or multi-level marketing. This is a bottom-up cooperative, and the cash flow is just flowing. There's no waiting on your money. There's no holds on your money. And what do I mean by bottom-up? You see these folks here in week number 10, all right? It's their first week, right? But you used to be there. This used to have a first week as well, but look at where you're at right now based on teaching duplication. And the same thing is going to happen for these individuals here. As they teach duplication, they're going to automatically, independent of their involvement, be escalated up as everyone just does the one-time execution. It's almost like you're getting a weekly paycheck, going to your job 1 week, getting that paycheck, and they promise to continue to pay you every week for the rest of your life, even if you don't show up to the office. That's how powerful this is. And so
Thank you, Greg, so much. Let's get back here. Let me get back here. And Greg showed us a phenomenal way of how we pay it forward with our system. Remember, 1 time, 2 steps. 1 time, 2 steps. Now, Greg took us all the way up to week 10. Remember, he showed us that in week 10, your bank would be at 193,688, your friends at 48,298, and their friend at 13,429. Remember, now you could take a deep breath and release because you paid off of your outstanding debt. You're now debt-free and stress-free. And this money is residual. That means it is deposited every day to total that amount every 28 days. Now, what Greg didn't tell you, and I'm going to share with you real quick, is week 11, a whole new entire cooperative open up for you. Yeah, that means you got another bank branch. Let's say that, hey, you decide to open up the bank branch downtown in Atlanta or Denver or New York City or wherever your major city is. Now look at what your bank is doing. You're at $1 million, okay? Your friend is just 1 week behind you. And their friend is 1 week behind them. Watch this, week 11. Oh, we're all making daily deposits that total $1 million every 28 days. Look, your friend is doing the same. Look, your cash flow journey hasn't started, it just began. Now watch their friend, week 13. Everybody's doing $1 million every 28 days from daily deposits that the total multi-millions in your account. That's right. Look, you're only receiving 9%. And like Greg said earlier, and like I said earlier, there is no saturation. This is infinity and beyond. As long as you pay a little attention to your private member global bank, guess what? Your children's children will receive this income every day to total whatever you see here on the screen every 28 days. So that's it. That's all. So get back with the person who enrolled you, register you. But before we do that, I'm going to have one last little comment from Greg. But before that, let me tell you, go ahead and register for smartermoney.com. That's our research hub. And we have meetings on Mondays at 8 p.m. Actually, we have meetings every day. You join today, you could also be invited by your enroller to join our locker room training. Locker room training is so mind-blowing that the things that you even know, you're gonna reassess and say, oh my gosh, will blow my mind again. So what I'm gonna do before we hear our last words from Greg, I'm gonna go and put up our meeting times, and everybody, y'all can take a screenshot of that. That's our meeting time, Monday through Sundays. And we want to invite you out tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a special presentation in Atlanta. It's going to be live. Let me see if I can find it. Live presentation tomorrow in Atlanta at Akira's Cafe. I'm going to pull that up for you so you can take a screenshot. Look, if you're in Atlanta or the surrounding areas, please, ma'am, please, sir, let everyone know to bring a friend. It's a friends and family affair. Bring a friend out there to Akira's Cafe and Bookstore, 5134 Old Nat Highway in College Park, Georgia, 30349. The doors will open at 2 p.m. If you're a Smarter Than Money member, the entry fees for you is going to be $15. However, any guests that you bring, and this is a strategic way to scale that escalator quicker. Say you're a member, so you pay your $15. However, you got 9 people that came with you. You sign all those 9 up at one time. You don't start at the $35 level. You're going to start at the $96 level because everyone will sign up at the same time and fund their bank at the same time. So this is a good way for you to jumpstart your private member-owned bank right then and right there. And before we go back to Greg, I just want you to see once more again these deposits. Look, you see them coming over and over and over again. These are daily deposits, daily. I'm getting daily deposits. I started in March the 25th. I didn't start getting daily deposits until like April 29th because I didn't have my 3 people during the first 7 days. However, you can do more than me. And I just want you to know that this cooperative bank, it was purposely designed to provide predictable yet scalable ongoing residual cash flow for all of its subscribers, everyone, lowering the barriers to success. That means you don't have to keep up with the Joneses. You are the Joneses, okay? And we believe it's a perfect solution for individuals. If you have a charity, a nonprofit, a church, a school, a booster club, a club, this is used to offset and exceed monthly and annual residual bills, expenses, overhead, financial funding goods, and obligations with predictable on-demand residual success to everyone. Look, we can't move out of the way of the cash flow, so just invite. You invite, we ignite, and I'm gonna let Greg take us out. Thank y'all for your time and attention.
We're actually showing people how to be their own bank, but we're doing it with better fundamentals. We're able to do it without bankers or intermediaries. So we're creating a more diversified global economy, reducing our reliance on centralized financial mechanisms. I want you guys to really pay attention to this picture over here on your screen, and you see the orange pulsating. That is our residual deposits pulsating, and you see the faces on these people. This is literally how it should be within our ecosystem for anyone that joins us getting on the income escalator. Our miles should be dropping because of the simplicity of what it is that we do. But like we say in our presentations oftentimes is that people are going to bring their baggage from previous experiences here, and they're going to overcomplicate this deal. Please don't do it. This is really, really as simple as getting on an escalator and simply identifying 3 people that want to get on the escalator with you one time to take you to tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of residual income, even millions of dollars in residual income. And we simply duplicate that process. And in so doing that, we're going to have escalating exponential deposits hitting your co-op wallet constantly. So it's all because of the blockchain that's changing the future of transaction-based industry. So what we're talking about doing is we're building the worldwide network together that's going to deliver the promise of scalable passive residual cash flow to all of our global partners. We're the ones that are going to be responsible for building the plumbing, if you will. We're connecting these wallets. Now, that's just phase one. And so much money is going to be made and generated on a residual basis as a consequence of it. But let me share with you guys why this is such the biggest project on the face of the planet today for the masses, is because we're going to be able to create a closed loop ecosystem. Now, let me help you guys understand that. This is just a little bit of a vision in terms of where we're going, okay? So when we talk about a closed loop ecosystem, you guys see here where I highlighted in red here. It talks about the digital wallet space, how, onboarding billions of people into the digital wallet space, then you're able to onboard millions of merchants to a platform that enables direct consumer to merchant transaction that disintermediates traditional financial institutions. So you see some of these digital wallets here. There's more than just digital wallets in the United States. I mean, you have Alipay, you have PayPay, Kaspi is over in Europe. But Block here, this is the company behind Cash App. It's called Block. Cash App has 84 million people that have opened up a digital wallet in the Cash App ecosystem. And so because they have 84 million digital wallets opened up, and many of you on the line right now have Cash App, you're part of the Cash App ecosystem. So because they have so many people that have wallets opened up in their ecosystem, they were able to attract 7 million merchants. So Cash App encourages its 86 million users to shop utilizing the merchants that's in their network. If you go to your Cash App app, you'll be able to find it there where they're talking about offering 5%, 7%, just discounts because they have so much money in their ecosystem. I want you guys to imagine when we have tens of millions, hundreds of millions, even billions of people, because our goal is to have every breathing person on this planet to open up a co-op wallet in our ecosystem, whether they understand it or not, get in this ecosystem, right? And can you imagine when you have that kind of money and revenue moving through a closed loop ecosystem, it's going to be very easy for merchants, whether it's hotel chains, Uber, Lyft, and other things to say, hey, listen, we want to open up a wallet and offer you guys a discount to stay with us or to do business with us. Make sense? So I want you guys to have just a little bit more vision. So we're in phase one right now. We haven't even scratched the surface of the scalability of where this thing is going. In addition to that, within the Smarter Than Money privately run cooperative, many of us are going to be coming together because many of us are going to be making millions together. And guess what? Land is for sale all over this planet. You guys understand that we can come together, pool our financial resources together and buy land and buildings without taking out interest-bearing loans from banks. We're talking about better fundamentals. I've never been so excited about something in my life, you guys. That's why we're 10 toes down. And we've been operating this thing for several years now. There's no group that understands how this works better than us. So I want to welcome all of the newest members to our community. So this is major league stuff that we're going to be talking about here, okay?
Awesome presentation, Rhonda. Oh my God. Thank you